Prince, what makes you doubt a person's intelligence?
When somebody question me on my choice of words, I hate having a conversation with somebody and they tell me I'm using $10 words, like as if Google doesn't exist. Like if I say something and you don't know what it means, nigga, Google it. I don't know what to tell you after that. But it really makes me question your intelligence if you're questioning the words that I use, like propensity or extemporaneously, things like that. Google it.
They can't Google it. They can't spell it.
Sound it out. Shit, I don't know what to sound it out.
That's the language barrier. That is, you know what? That's crazy. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I did that one time. Somebody was talking, and I tried to figure out what the word was, and I didn't know how to spell it.
He's that funny. What about you, T?
My fault. I'm over here looking at something. I wasn't even listening. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, what makes you doubt a person's intelligence?
Mm, it's a lot.
List
It's a
it
lot. But if
all.
I had to pick something off the back, I'd say like when somebody don't understand gray area, like when you give somebody an analogy and they don't understand, like everything in the world is black and white to them, they can't see that there's gray area in things. That should be like, okay. That's when I'll be like, yeah, you a little slow.
What else? Give us some more.
Shit. Oh, I used the word just a minute ago. The analogy shit, like people not understanding analogies. Well, I don't see how that correlates to what I'm saying. I don't know what that got to do with what I'm saying. And it's like, bro, what? That shit, I'll be like, all right, yeah, you a little fucking goofy. Like I can't, I be trying not to laugh in people's faces because I don't. It's disrespectful, but I can't help it sometimes. And then I get mad because I'm like, bro, you can't be this fucking stupid.
Or they say, I didn't say that. I wasn't nobody talking about, and
Well,
they'll give an
yeah, wasn't
example
nobody
coming out.
talking about apples to oranges, bro. We sitting up here talking about. I'm like, bro, you can't be this fucking dumb. Like, I know you ain't this dumb.
Nah, but they are though, and that's hilarious. Hakeem, what makes you doubt a person's intelligence?
Uh, the level of attachment they have to their belief systems. I mean, there's many things, but it's just like the foundational one.
Damn. Okay, what about you, Shmelly?
Um, I guess similar to what T was just saying, and what Prince was saying too is like when we're talking about something simple, like last night, something simple, and you have to like keep repeating it, and it's like you exhaust all the metaphors, scenarios, similes, everything that you could possibly do in to explain it, and they just don't grasp it. And you just like, wow, it's just a wall is here. And we can't climb over it, go through it, under it, around it. It's we just not gonna be able to communicate with each other because you just don't get it, you know. And they can say, and oh, this will irritate when they go, oh, no, no, I understand perfectly what you're saying. It's like, no, you don't. Cause you or what you say last night, Kelly, when people respond to something you didn't even say.
At all.
Like,
That was
like,
wild.
like I never said that. What are you responding to? Like, okay. Yeah. Oh, what makes me also question too is I know we all do this to a certain extent, right? So I'm not too hard up on this. But if you overly use what a real man do and what a real woman do, and then I kind of like, okay, that kind of get under my skin too.
Just
Because I
go ahead, my fault.
go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, are the other people fictional men and fictional women? If you you know the people that don't line up with your definition of real man and real woman, I don't like that.
Yeah, they're fake men and fake women for sure. I think to what Prince said, when somebody puts like when somebody uses uh, when somebody uses smaller words but just details something that doesn't need to be detailed when they could use one word. For example, we used to have somebody who did that, and they'd be like, when the man takes his penis and he puts it in her vagina and then he strokes and then he makes her come and then bitch, couldn't you have just said intercourse? Like, can we just get to the fucking point of what the conversation is? Why do you got to take me through this long thing when there's one word that you could use to get to the fucking point and move forward? And I figured out it's because they really don't have any substance or anything to say after that. So they have to be detailed with the bullshit. That's frustrating, and that makes me think you're stupid.
I think that's funny because I know who you talking.
Yeah, you do.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, you know what? And what makes me, I think too. But see, my thing is, I don't judge people. I give you opportunities, and so like when you're talking about somebody, like I know who you're talking about. I think it's the repeated behavior over time. It's like Monday you were talking about that, and I said, well, hey, maybe that person is just, they talk different from me. Then you come in on Tuesday, you're like, okay. Then Wednesday, you're like, uh-oh, I see a pattern. And then I think that's what solidifies it for me. When it's like, I can see that this is going to be an everyday thing for you.
Damn. Okay, that too. When a person repeats the same story or finds a way to insert the story every day into every conversation, and you know what I'm talking about, that's ridiculous. Like, why do you think people do that?
I don't think they have much going on in their life. If you notice that person is just kind of sitting around, and so they're just going to harp on that same thing. I don't think they have much going on in their life, to be honest. I think they're bored.
I agree with that.
Hello,
What's
good
up,
night.
2.0?
What's up? What's up? I'm here to bring awareness, hence why I have the dove on my PTR. My previous PTR was a little cute little devil emoji, but when I go ahead and try to interject or talk to somebody, they run away. So I'm trying to approach myself as approachable. So I just wanted to bring awareness here in this lovely blood moon coming up right now.
Okay, wonderful. What makes you doubt a person's intelligence? All right, we can't hear you. Am I the only one that can't hear?
Nah, I can't hear
I
No,
can
nothing.
no, no,
hear.
no, no, no. No,
Oh,
no, no, no,
different.
no, no. What makes me doubt a person? Well, when they say things that doesn't make sense.
I appreciate you. Delphine, what makes you doubt a person's intelligence?
Their actions.
Can you give us some examples?
They're saying, I can't believe what you say because I see what you do.
Okay, so can you give us
Yeah.
an example of like a stupid action?
Like Clubhouse. Like when they group people together and or statistically or pretending like perceiving like I'm supporting your idea by any means as necessary. So making your opinions more facts. That's the example of Clubhouse. They believe their opinions are facts.
I say
Okay.
church going people.
Okay. Kufu, what makes you doubt a person's intelligence?
When I see them do some dumb shit, some shit that don't even really make sense, or like somebody somebody try to get over on you because they think they smarter than you. You feel me? And then you catch them up in they shit. Like you either catch them red-handed or you ask them a question about what they say they own, and then they contradict theyself. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like you ever like talk to somebody about something and it be like, why you do that, and then kind of find out they didn't even have a reason why they did it, like they didn't even think the shit through, or they got some type of hidden agenda they don't even, you know what I mean? Just shit just don't be adding up. Like sis said, like they actions don't equal out to what they say. To me, that's a lack of intelligence, like just out here on some dumb shit. Oh, here's another one. Whenever you have a conversation with somebody, you just having a conversation, and then they get to the point where they're so triggered, they just start calling you names and shit. That's when I know that person is mentally defeated. Happens on this app all the time.
I'm interested. Do y'all think that when people, let's not just say starts an argument, but somebody feels disrespected and they start getting loud, cussing somebody out, does that make you look at them as being less intelligent?
No,
No, traumatized.
it's not trauma.
I definitely don't look at that as being less than. If the person understands that they have control of their emotions, sometimes we choose to be angry. Sometimes we choose to be violent. Sometimes we don't like disrespect. I think that's perfectly fine. Do you think somebody's the way somebody speaks or the way somebody talks makes them appear less intelligent to you?
No.
Me neither. I actually find that attractive. I think the most attractive thing in the world is when a person has a thick accent from wherever they're from, but they're actually intelligent. Because I know most people don't look at them like that. I think that's sexy. Moving on. Yeah. What's your thoughts, Diabolical?
Well, I'm a person that loves to use profanity. I dial back on it sometimes here, but I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like when I'm alone in my car, I have like words I just kind of repeat to myself. It's kind of like when Paul Mooney said, "I say nigga 1,000 times when I wake up, it makes my teeth white." That's kind of how I feel like with profanity. So for me personally, when someone uses profanity, doesn't make me think anything. I think because when you have somebody like me, I would have to see you repeatedly use it when it's unneeded, you know. But I know for people like me, we can be intellectual and have a nice conversation with you, but we can sometimes be irritating because sometimes we recognize that other people are easily triggered, and so we're kind of like bait them out to play mind games with them. I just think Clubhouse is the perfect place to do it because I don't know. I think that's the whole point of Clubhouse, right? Especially like for some of us, we're like content, create. Like I know like Kelly big on YouTube. Me and Prince, we doing good on YouTube, and stuff. And so a lot of times we use Clubhouse for practice, So
Shame
What
on
would y'all
you.
say is the easiest way to trigger or manipulate? Not say manipulate. What would y'all say is the easiest way to trigger somebody who you deem as less intelligent than yourself?
Use words a nigga don't know.
Disagree.
Oh,
Yep.
All you gotta do is disagree. And they,
yeah.
they lose their mind if you disagree.
Well, you speak everything in general. Here's the thing: when you come and speak in a very objective way, okay, and people take it as a personal thing, as a personal attack, and they get themselves triggered based on what you what they don't agree with, like how these men be acting on these rooms, talk about black woman this, black woman that. Well, you niggas don't act like you have intelligence at all. You can't even read past the seventh grade. Make it make sense. You don't appreciate education. And then boom, they get upset. They be in their feelings, but they call themselves logical. Make that make sense.
yeah, I think
Emotion.
y'all said some good things though. Especially Prince said, "Use a word a nigga don't know." That is hilarious. And Delphine, you was on point too. When you said disagree with somebody, that is because you could be in a room, people ask opinions, right? And I've been next in queue and someone asked me my opinion. I give my opinion. I don't talk to anybody else but the host. And if somebody will challenge you and debate you, you go, wait a minute, it'll be your turn. Like this ain't no. I didn't know I was coming here and debate. And then they go, hey, oh, this is what. And 2.0, you right. The gender war is the people bashing each other. That is a big issue too. That's triggering. But this is what irritates me is when I give my opinion. I say it politely. I say it nicely. And then a person attacks you. You go, wait a minute. This is what I believe. And then they go, you got a source? You got a website? I'm like, wait a minute, nigga, I ain't challenging you. You challenging me. I didn't know this was a debate. You think I came prepared? Really? You think I got my laptop open right now? Because I thought you
No,
was
but
finna
look,
say something
Shamel.
to me.
Look, Shamel, I'm about to mess your head up. Look, put this word in y'all vocabulary going forward. All us came off this mic into this room and we all spoke extemporaneously.
I can't even
Guess what
pronounce
that
that shit.
exactly? But guess what it means though? That long, unnecessary ass word. Guess what it means?
No,
Off the cuff, no preparation.
I can't.
That's it. If
I
you
just
if
looked
you
it up.
if y'all whip that word out on somebody, I'm telling you, you're gonna make their head explode.
But that's when Tommy will say, look it up, nigga. Look it up.
Look it up,
Don't
nigga.
ask me about it. Look it up.
Remember when a white girl
Shit.
came in here and she was like, I'm going to teach you something today? That made me feel some type of way, first off. But what was the word that she used that wasn't a word? Do you
Oh
remember,
my God, I
Shamela?
can't remember, but she did. She pissed everybody off when she said that. Oh my
I
God, I wish I could remember that word.
was like,
Because
yay,
everybody
teaching little
stopped.
nigger girl something. Woohoo, you did it.
I was like, oh my God. And you know, this is what pisses me off. When someone says a word that ain't a real word, but they say it with such confidence, you start to think you stupid. You say,
Yeah,
damn,
I hate that. I hate that with a passion. I can't
damn.
stand that.
Like I know I used to sleep in class, but damn, did I miss that word? I would have remembered that word.
Oh,
Like,
she said prejudice. I said,
yes,
nah, bro.
Yeah, that's not a word.
Nah,
That's not a word.
at all.
She picked an intelligent word and just added ism at the end of it.
Prince, when I say it must have been privilege because people started to think that perhaps they didn't know what they were talking about.
No, it couldn't have been. It
People,
couldn't have been
Privilegism.
privilege. It was privilegism.
yeah, when she said that
So
word,
she took a root word and added ism in the end to make it sound smart. That's great. Grammar, hooked on phonics. Lovely.
we said, what? Is that a word? She said, oh, yeah, no, it is a word. It is. Because I think she said, too, she's a writer.
Yeah,
She's
she
a,
is.
She did not say that.
I hate to read her books. Good Lord about it. I hate to read anything she writes.
She did not say that.
I swear, she's a writer. She said, I'm a writer, and, I
She
write
better
words all the
not
time.
proofread ever.
You gotta bring her in the room, Diabolical. You got her on your friends list. I never added her.
I told her because she opened a room today and she was going on and on and on about, famous people dying and stuff. And, she went over Marilyn Monroe. I didn't say anything. Then she got to Tupac and Biggie, and I got off my mic and said, hold up, wait a minute.
Hold up. Wait.
I'm Nate Dogg. You right, Prince, Nate Dogg. I said,
Hey,
hold
hey,
up
hey,
now.
hey, smoke weed every day.
She was, oh my God. I told her, I said, we're going to be opening a room and stuff. She said, well, ping. She said, well, I don't be on here like that. I'm like, you've been in the rooms every night, but she
Every
ain't on the app
single
right now.
day. That you know what kills me? Oh wait, I'm gonna tell y'all something else that makes me devalue somebody's intelligence. When a motherfucker says everybody on Clubhouse is blank, fill in the derogatory term. It's like, motherfucker, you're on Clubhouse right now. So are you serious?
When someone says pull up, that was
That's
Oh,
my
I hate that. I
favorite.
hate that too. I'll leave a room when I hear that.
No, I think that's awesome because it's like they be the main ones claiming to be protectors and providers, but putting their whole family in jeopardy by giving their address. I find that hilarious. But that's the thing.
Like,
I've
we gonna
actually
die over this?
I've actually heard two people fight off this app. Like I've heard two people like they linked up while they was in a big room and actually threw hands over
There's
a
some people
argument
that's
on
people
this
die.
app.
I heard them trying recently. I don't know if y'all was in that room, but it was somebody. He was like, "Is this him in his white car?" And then the white car pulled off, and then they met at the Waffle House, but he drove off again. Like I was like, "Oh, this is crazy."
Somebody said there's some room people always talk about it that you could hear somebody actually shooting somebody in the
Yeah,
background.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What?
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's a
a couple fights break out where somebody died or something like that recently. Like
it's
sometime
a
last year.
it's a troll on this app who, I mean, he's still here, but it's a troll on this app. Or he used to troll. He don't do it no more. But his house got shot up off talking shit on here.
Hey,
Was y'all in the room recently where the where the guy called the dude's father and was talking to him? He was like, yes, sir. I just wanted to let you know your son's on here doing a whole lot of gay shit with trannies." Did y'all hear that?
I don't
Nah,
know, but I
that's
would
No, I
definitely pay
haven't.
money to
crazy.
hear it. I would pay money to hear
Oh,
that.
they got it on replay. I mean, it was so good. It was so good, but it was so bad. And he was talking, and the father was like, "This is a Christian family. I'm gonna whoop his ass." It was good.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all recorded. That shit was wild.
But Kelly, you are right because last night Kelly pointed out because somebody was like, "Oh, people be on this app and like these conversations is not worth it." And Kelly cut her off and said, it's funny you talk about a conversation is stupid while having a conversation. Like, what are you talking about? You're in here. You see the title. You've been in here for like an hour talking to us, but you're saying the conversation is dumb. Like, come on. Why are you talking about it? I don't look. If somebody would have had a room open right now, and I'm just making a educated guess that if I was going down my hallway and I saw a room that says how to pray to unicorns, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't click on that. And I would not go in there and argue with those people about why they shouldn't pray to unicorns because I just don't think you're supposed to pray to unicorns. And I actually think it's a stupid conversation. So I actually just would not have that conversation. But that's just me.
But but see, that plays into the mental state of a lot of people because I've said for years that like, and speaking on our people because I'm black, I don't worry about what Caucasians do or whatever the case. But I've stated for years that black people tend to go places they're not wanted because like that's something that you mainly see with us. Like like you say, you'll be going down your hallway, you will see something, and it be something you disagree with, be something you don't like, but you will go in that room just to complain. Why? That's a mental problem.
That's like
I
Tommy
agree.
said. That's like when Tommy said, that's like niggas going to gay porn, complaining, talking about what these niggas on here kissing for. Like, why are you watching this? You know what I'm telling you? And he pointed it out. And if I know people might not watch that stuff, but if you want to, just go and just try it. It's a nice experiment. Go to like a X videos or something like that, Pornhub, where it got comment section, right? Go to like a controversial type of scene, or maybe it's like a white man with a black woman or something, right? And just go to the comments and you'll find somebody being racist in the comments. And I remember a comedian also pointed that out and said, "How are you racist and jacking off at the same time, sir? Like, why are you watching the video? Like,
That's wild. That's
people are
wild.
crazy. They are insane."
I am
You
so
know, as soon as
guilty of that. I am so guilty. I went to a white room and they were just killing the N word. And here I am. What's the purpose of this room? What's like, so I'm guilty. I hate to say.
When a white porn star, like a woman, sleep with her brother, they literally got white men got racist white men got a list of like all the white women in the slept with black men, and it's like they banished them from the community. It's the funniest shit ever, bro.
What, they wrote their names down?
Yes, yes, there's an entire list. Like they got a whole list of all the white women that done slept with a nigga, and they like, yeah, nah,
Oh
she's
man.
she's cooked. She
So
can never, she can never get white dick ever again. Fuck her.
What the fuck?
their value system is she was good when she was just doing porn.
I
She
could have
doing porn and
whooped
sleeping with black people.
He could have been my
Straight
wife
She was
then.
charge
all
that.
good in porn until she touched that N word.
Oh, that's hilarious. The comment section is the absolute funniest though. Like I can't, I'm gonna tell on myself if I say some of the comments, but they literally mention exactly what's in the scene, but in a fucked up way. It's like, what? I don't know. And then when are you finding the time to comment? Is it before or after? I don't know.
It'd be after that post of
Post
that
nut
clarity.
clarity.
It'd be after that post of that clarity.
Post nut clarity. They be like, they be looking back at that shit like, man, this bitch kind of dumb. Then they want to say something.
They be ashamed. They be mad at themselves, taking it out on them.
Nah, yeah, they be,
What am I
But Kelly, they
doing?
tell on themselves though, because they be like, "This is disgusting. I can't believe people watch this."
Nah, for real.
Look, and then they go after.
Hey,
so you mean to tell me you clicked on this video and just to go down to the comments and type something? No,
Then,
nigga.
oh shit. I have
then they
never.
describe. They go at the end when he threw up on her. I'm like, hold on, how you know what happened at the end?
Hell no. I've never commented, but I ain't gonna lie, I've definitely thought that. Like after I watched the part, like, turn this nasty shit off.
T, you was like Dave Chappelle when he said he felt disgusted. He was like, "Baba," when he called his daughter to come clean it up.
Yeah. Like, turn this nasty shit off. Why am I watching this?
I'm laughing because my homeboy told me his wife found his
Oh no.
Found that
she
porn
found
photo on his phone.
his she found a porn video he watched. I was like, so, and he's like, yeah, but it's what I watched. I was like, what did you watch? He was like, it was bad. He said, but I ain't never watched it before. I just wondered what it looked like. I was
What do
like,
you want?
what?
What do you want? Some ghetto gaggers or something?
He said it was a lady boy.
Oh my
Oh
god.
hell
Shit.
no. Oh no.
It's
Oh
over. He's
fuck no.
cooked. It be divorce papers on the table.
Divorce. You sleeping on a couch till these papers file.
He said he just swear he said he know that because he said it threw him off because it like it was gonna be two women together, but one was the lady boy, and he's like he don't know. He said it just they never.
Nah, he did that on
Nah,
purpose.
he knew that.
Nah,
He,
yeah, he
he
knew what the
knew.
fuck that
He
was. He
knew.
did that on purpose.
How did this get
I
in my
swear.
I
search
thought this
history?
I thought this story was going somewhere else. Cause one of
I know, right?
my ex got mad at me because she like, why you watch? She like, I thought you like black women. Why you watching Latinas? I said, listen, I just watch whatever big ass is on the screen. That's the category I click. Big ass, and whichever one look appealing, that's the one I'm watching. I don't give a fuck about her ethnicity, dude.
Nah, I think y'all would feel some type of way if it was reversed, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I wouldn't, cause it's just porn. Like it's whatever.
If it was all white things,
All
then
white
it was
men.
just.
Oh, like no. That'd be different though. That'd be different if it was all like. First of all, why the fuck you got tabs open, you freaky bitch? Second of all, it's all white motherfuckers. Yeah, that'd be a problem.
Hey yo, them tabs be slowing your shit down. You gotta close them. You know.
She like,
Activity
oh my
tags.
god.
Yo,
This nigga said, "Why you got tabs open?" Nigga?
like what?
I'm
I'll
done.
be like, yo, you got tabs? That bitch say tab 22. I be, what the fuck?
You know how you do that though, right?
Hell yeah, motherfuckers don't be wanting to lose that video.
I know
Nah,
it
I be
is,
trying to save
Hey,
motherfuckers.
it.
I got a pinky video saved still.
I'm laughing, and then I'm thinking about what Kelly said. If you go to your girl, your wife, tab, she got like all these white dudes. You might be like, hold on now.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh hell nah. Nah, fuck no.
See?
But that's different from like you looked at one video. If it was just one video open and that was what it was, all right, cool. But if it's like you got tabs open, nah. That's
Oh,
just tall
that's
white
all she
men,
like.
white guy. I'll be like, yeah, nah, hell nah.
Yeah, I think any dude would kind of draw the line right there with his woman if if she was to catch him watching a video with a Mexican chick or something, and he catch her with a dozen tabs open with some white
Right.
dude.
Like, cause it's one nah. She would
that
have a point
like that's
if it was
different.
all like if I had tabs open if it was all Latina. Then she'd have a point. I'd be like, all right. But damn, if you got tabs open and it's just all white niggas, I'd be like, yeah, nah, hell nah.
I would be too caught up with the fact, damn the race. I would be too caught up with the fact that, damn, bitch, how many tabs?
That's what I'm
One,
saying.
two,
I'd be
three,
like,
four, five, six.
bitch, this shit look like a fucking filing cabinet. Like, why the fuck is it
But
so
hold on.
many?
But what if she acts real reserved when it comes like I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that. But then you see her history and it's like ghetto gaggers. It's like, hold on, I thought you ain't like all this stuff. You ain't into this stuff.
Nah,
Oh yeah, I'll question that. I'll question that.
I ain't gonna lie. That shit draw the line with me off the back. I ain't gonna lie. That might sound fucked up, but off the back, I'm like, yeah, nah. I'm too. I'll be too freaky, bitch. You gonna have to do something. I'll be wanting to bust on her face and all that. Like you gotta be with it, otherwise I'm cool.
Oh, what up, Reese? You came up.
What's good? What's good, everybody?
She got a bunch of tabs with Reese.
Oh my god.
Hey Reese.
What's good? How you doing?
We should change the title
Hey, we
to
are.
Diabolical.
Oh no, no, I was just gonna ask Reese what makes him doubt a person's intelligence. Like when you dealing with somebody and they do this thing, you like, oh man, you're a dumbass. I know Reese, you don't really talk like that. I was nervous if Reese was gonna come up because we was saying some things about porn. Reese like to listen before he get involved. He ain't getting in no. He ain't mixing himself up.
You got my number, diabolical. uh, well, it's a great title. I guess for me, it would be when someone is so absolutely convinced that they're right and has no flexibility in seeing another point of view. Um, like that for me is when and what they're saying is very thin on logic or details or substance, but they're so willing to die on that hill for it. Like that's when I'm like, all right,
I was about to add that one too. Not being able to see things from other people's perspective.
Shit,
yeah.
that sound like most wives.
You're like,
Oh man,
what about when a
do you think
person
that's?
laughs at everything? Like they have no social awareness. Like they just laugh at everything, even when it's like inappropriate to do so.
What are you trying to say about me?
I ain't
No,
gonna
no,
lie,
no,
I'm
Kelly.
not
about to say, what you trying
you.
to say about
I,
me?
I, I laugh at I laugh
I'm
a lot.
about to say, I take that as a
Yeah,
personal
Yeah,
I
shot.
I
took
laugh a
that
lot.
personal too, cause I ain't gonna lie. Like,
Man, look, I'm the
I
wrong
But
person
rather
to
you
sit next to
know,
at a funeral.
but y'all know when we be in them serious. Y'all know when we be in them serious rooms and you got that one person that's just
oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
everybody
yeah.
like, what is you laughing at? Like,
Yeah, nah, that's just goofiness. I'm talking about, but like the way Kelly put it, like it be sometimes when serious situations is happening, and I try to find humor in everything because I don't like being sad, bro. So I'm gonna try to find a way to laugh at this shit. Like
I used to
I
yeah.
agree with that.
when my grandma died, we was at her funeral, and when they was lowering her in the ground, everybody like, do anybody got any last words, whatever. Woo, woo. So I leaned over to my pops and I was like, man, because okay, so the year before she died, she made some macaroni. My grandma macaroni normally hit. You know, she was getting up in age. I don't know if maybe she messed something up, but it was not that good. So I leaned over to my pops and I was like, man, they need to throw that macaroni in that motherfucker too, man. Like, so my pops trying his hardest not to laugh, right? But I'm like, I'd rather like I try to make light of the moments because it's like, man, I ain't
Your
trying to be
grandma gonna
crying
come
and
back
shit.
and whoop your ass, man.
Now, mind you, that's hilarious. And I agree with that. I think you should do that. And I do shit like that all the time. But here's the
That's
thing,
great.
I also find it that a person's stupid or consider a person stupid if they're upset that people don't have the reaction they think they're supposed to have. And I know that's kind of contradicting, but hear me out. So, for example, if you at a funeral and you laughing, for people to get mad that you're not sad, I think they're stupid.
I agree. I
Yeah.
see
I can
what
but
you're
see that.
saying.
but that's when they was wrong. Like what T did. If you loved your grandma and you had these special moments with her, I think some of them people be acting out because they didn't make sure that they had a good relationship with that person. I
Yep.
think a lot of that is guilt. Some of that when they act that way, because you should always look if you have a great relationship with somebody, even though it's sad they passed away, you should remember something that's gonna make you laugh or smile about that person. Like you should. You should have some happy memory to fall back on.
Oh, it was a couple of my cousins that was upset for sure, but they kind of felt the way because they had already felt the way because I was granny favorite. So I ain't gonna lie, like, do I think it's right? No, but she had more pictures of me in the crib than anybody, and I wasn't even around her as much as they was for real because I grew up with my mom. So because my pops was locked up for a long time. My pops was a 2-time felon, and when he was in the feds. I was with my mama all them years. I wasn't going over there. So and they didn't have a bad relationship, but they just wasn't that close. So I didn't go to that grandma house. I was always with my mom.
But you were still the favorite.
Yep.
Hey,
Going through
T,
all that time.
T, you reminded me because when my grandma died, and my mom and her sister was talking, and my aunt was talking about I wish I wish she would just come. She said something like I think she was thinking about going to see some spiritual person or something, and saying like, oh, she hopes she come back or something. Wouldn't it be nice if she just just appeared at the house one day or something? And my mom said she better not. I fucking ran up out there.
Nah, for real. People be saying that shit. I'll be like, bro, all right, now you wildin', bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I love the shit out of my grandma. But if I ever step out into the living room and she's sitting on the couch, nigga, I am running out this bitch. That is not a good sign.
The grandma don't hunt me now. Like, I love the death out of my grandma. My grandma was hilarious.
What about when people are seriously passionate about talking about something that's like can't be proved? Like, for example, um, they're like, well, in my past life, what I used to do, like that.
Y'all got
Talk
me
about
laughing.
something that can't be proven. I hate having that. I hate having that conversation with people talking about Goku could defeat Superman and shit. Like you can't prove that.
Bro, one of my homies got mad at me because I said, how you know? And he was like, bro, because can't nobody beat. Can't we was talking about superheroes. He was like, because bro, can't nobody beat Superman. Can't nobody beat Superman. And I'm like, all right, gang. All right,
He
bro.
was dead
Super
serious,
I
right?
like super like he was getting mad. And I'm like, bro, all right, bro, you got it, bro. Superman is God, bro. He can't nobody fuck with Superman, gang. Just calm down. If I
You
hit
want
you
to know?
with your fucking GED book.
You know what's funny about that? and this is making me laugh because I don't want to say this about my son, but he's one of those people. And we got in an argument because he talking about Superman and the Flash. This boy, you got to fight with him to do some homework. But he somehow was able to research, put together a bunch of different facts, went and gathered all these other superhero gurus and their information. He said, Dad, look, I did the research, and Flash actually can beat Superman. And see, he could punch with the force of a white dwarf star. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? These ain't real people.
But look,
Like, you apply that to your physics homework, right?
you know what's messed up. You know what's messed up about that?
What?
He's actually right. Say, bro, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd through and through, bro. Dead ass. Oh, the Flash could beat Superman. Nigga.
I felt
Bro,
dumb because I went behind him and I went to YouTube and he was right.
having a having a difference of opinion
Fact
with
check
somebody
yourself.
like that is so fucking entertaining, but it's annoying at the same time. Because
It
motherfuckers
is
asked me who my favorite superhero was, and I was like Batman, and they were like Batman, and everybody just got to laughing like Batman, bro. You like Batman, bro? He a fucking person, bro. That nigga he just some nigga that get dressed up and go fight crime at night. And I said, nigga, is that? But think about it. Is that not what make him the most gangster? Like, if you
Right.
think about it, without they powers, them
Batman, my
niggas is
favorite too,
pussy.
T. That's my favorite too, T.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, Batman the realest nigga out of all of them because he can actually die as any other human can.
shit. You better ask Bane. Bane broke that nigga spine.
I'm like, that nigga can die like any other human, bro. That nigga could get sick right. He could get COVID, bro. Them other niggas can't get that shit. Like, what the fuck?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Superman moved so fast that he reversed time and brought back Lois Lane. So how is he slower? I disagree. I think Superman's
Because the
fast.
Flash, hold on, I'm about to blow your mind right quick. I'm about to blow your mind right quick. There was a comic book. There was a comic book story that they did a few years ago where the Flash was like at the edge, like the edge of the universe, and he needed help from people from Earth to tap into the Speed Force. Whereas the dude, the villain he was fighting, he could have just teleported to Earth like at the snap of a finger, that quick. But using the power of the Speed Force, the Flash was able to beat him to Earth while he was teleporting from the edge of the universe.
Bullshit. Post the link.
Shit, you ain't saying nothing. Say less. Say less. Let me find that shit.
They gonna say, where your source at, brother? Where your source? See, Prince, what you was reading the translated doctrine, my brother. You got to read the original text. Okay, when it said he was standing at the edge of the universe, it wasn't really talking about that. That word is an old word.
You need to look up the etymology. He's playing around.
Yeah, Prince, you better not be looking that up for real. I know you gonna.
I am. I'm looking up for real. Leave me alone. I'm looking up for real. Leave me alone.
Oh my god.
I know that kind of book I read because I was shocked.
Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. This is what I do because I got such a weird sense of humor, and a lot of times people don't want to laugh or they don't get what I'm saying. And I always look to Pretty Kelly's PTR, and if she puts up the crying laughing emoji, I say I'm good. Because sometimes I say stuff they don't get it, Kelly. They don't. They be thinking I'm serious. They don't know. They don't know if I'm trolling them, if I'm joking, or what I'm saying. And she'll be one of the few people that get it. And or sometimes Mimi will hit me up and say, "You stupid for what you just said," and then I'll be like, oh, "Okay, she got it too."
I think that's a great point. People who don't understand sarcasm, satire, etc., I do think they're a little stupid.
No, I'm sick as hell. Oh man, bro. I was rinsing off these damn grapes and just dropped a big juicy one, bro. I'm
Pause.
sick as hell. Fuck.
We didn't see it. You can go ahead and eat it. We
Hell
got the,
nah, I
the
can't do that.
we got the 10-second rule.
Nah, that motherfucker fell into a pot. It's over with. I had that pot sitting there soaking up all that soap and grease and shit. I'm not eating that motherfucker.
We used to do some.
Damn, and then it would fall there. You couldn't just fall on the side of the sink. It fall right in the pot.
I think we all
Hit
did
the
dumb
bus,
shit
huh?
as kids, though. I think we were some little stupid assholes. Yeah, I think that's okay though.
Well, okay. Ooh, we should do that. Like, what's the craziest thing you did that almost took your life as a kid?
Oh my God.
Almost took your life, damn.
Hey yo, the craziest thing I
Oh,
did as a kid that almost took my life. I was I had just watched. First of all, my mom could only blame my dad for this shit because when I was with my mom, I could only watch kids shit. So like, y'all gotta understand. I'm 27, so when I was a kid, it was like early Cartoon Network. But I was watching at this age. I'm watching VHS tapes of like all the old Disney shit, whatever Nickelodeon shit, the Wild Thornberries, like that type of shit. So my dad, when I was with my dad, he had me watching gangster shit. So I'm watching Scarface and Paid in Full and Belly and shit when I'm over there. And I thought I was Scarface one day. So my dad, I'm thinking my dad gone. Like he left the house for a little bit. He like, I'm gonna be right back. I'm in his room, going through shit, not not listening. Found one of his guns, and I'm in the room acting like I'm Scarface. And mind you, I'm 7. I'm like, well, I had to be like 6 years old. I'm standing on the bed, can barely hold up this big ass AK, sitting there like, say hello to my little friend, like acting like I'm finna shoot. My dad came in the room. Oh man,
So you
that
almost
had
had
to
a
be
Lil Wayne
top
moment.
5.
I'm surprised you're here to
Hell
tell
yeah, I
that
almost had a
story.
Wayne moment because
So
I
you
didn't
had a
know it was
whole
loaded.
AK-47?
Yeah, but my pops had all type of
He
shit.
lit your ass up. You got a
Man,
spanking?
that my pops has only whooped me. I swear to God, throughout my entire life, my pops has only whooped me. I can count on one hand, probably like 3, 4 times my whole life.
And that was one of them.
And that was one, and it was one of the worst ass whoopings I've ever gotten in my life. I remember it to this day.
Wow,
You
man.
was just talking about say hello in a kid voice. Say hello to
When he came in, he like
Oh my
when he
god.
came in, he just froze.
I
Like
can
he
only
came in, he
imagine the
just
look on his
froze, and then he
face.
kind of like stepped to the side. He grabbed that gun from me and tore my ass up.
Oh, that's situational awareness. Your dad stepped to the side.
Cause he like at any point in time, like, and I'm a little ass kid, so I'm not knowing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not knowing no better. I knew I wasn't supposed to be playing with no fucking gun, but I didn't think that it was loaded or not. Like I'm not thinking about that shit because I'm a little ass kid. I'm not treating every gun like it's loaded yet. I'm not in that mindset. So I'm over here playing, thinking shit's a game, and my pops like, man, you could have shot me, shot yourself, shot your sister, all type of shit.
You're about to reenact Goodfellas. Yeah.
Huh, man,
I
shit.
wonder I wonder what I wonder what Reese did.
Well, I have like one little bit. I mean, a gun story myself, but not as dramatic as that, I guess. Like I had a stepfather for a bit. He liked to hunt, and with his son, and like he took me and my siblings out to like a shooting range. I was probably about 10, maybe, and he had like put down the gun on to reload it, I guess, and he had put it down in a way that like the barrel is pointing right at my chest. And that was when I remember looking down. I'm like, wow, that's a really dark hole in the barrel of the gun. And he like grabbed me by the jacket and very slowly moved me to the left.
Oh hell, that's
First,
crazy.
I thought I'd done something wrong because like he grabbed my shirt, my jacket hard. I'm like, damn, did I do something wrong? He's just, and it took me. It was a long time before I realized he's like kind of doing what your dad did to you, like just real slow and steady. Get the kid out of the fucking way.
Can
He
you
like, man, what
imagine
the
the
fuck?
fear inside of them? Like, oh my God, this was almost the end. You know what I mean? Like, y'all really scared y'all dads with that,
My dad told me that scared him more than being shot. It was like seeing me with that shit.
I believe that. I believe that.
The
Prince,
dumbest
what
shit. Are you
Prince?
gonna say this?
No, I was saying Prince and Death Feet. Or did you want to go,
Oh,
Kelly?
the dumbest shit I did, well, not the dumbest, but we're gonna take it easy on me. But one dumb thing that I did as a child, y'all know how everybody used to like ride on people's pegs, and that was like the cool thing to ride on pegs and hold on to
Mm-hmm.
my
Hell
shoulders.
yeah.
So I kept telling my older brother, I was like, man, I want to do that, I want to do that. He was like, no, and he finally let me do it. And I was like, yeah, and all of us, they got on the bikes, they ride all the way to Mount Vernon. Now, Mount Vernon has the steepest hill in like New York. Shit just goes straight down. And this dumb motherfucker wants to take me down the hill. I asked him to stop and not do it. But here he go, right? So mind you, I'm on the pegs. The wind is blowing, so I can't hear, right? Nigga goes, jump. I said, what? He said, jump. I said, nah, bro. He said, yeah, jump. I said, okay. Whoop. Brrr. I mean, I got fucked up so bad, bro. This stupid motherfucker comes back and he goes, why'd you jump? I said, because you said jump. He said, I said, don't jump. I said, well, why the fuck would you say don't jump?
No, y'all need to get y'all communication down.
I'm fucking
I
dead.
showed up home bloody from head to toe. My mother was like, what the fuck did y'all do?
Yo,
He
this
said,
off topic.
don't jump.
This off topic, but when my pops got shot, I thought that nigga was Superman. I ain't gonna lie. I said, damn, they shot you how many times? I was like, damn, but how you still here?
I would have threw a bullet at your ass for asking me that shit.
Cause my pops got shot 10 times in one, like, in one sitting. It wasn't like he got shot
Oh,
10 different times. He got shot 10 times in one moment. And he got hit 10 times. I'm like, oh my God. I
Now
don't
wow.
you
know how
gonna
the
do
fuck
what
that
your
nigga
daddy
survived
say.
that shit. I
Oh,
said,
Damn, so
I
he
told
got
my
into
pops,
Spain.
yeah, he's a real Superman, bro.
man, when I got older, I was like, man, your ass should have played the lotto after that. I ain't gonna,
Damn.
I would have went and got a ticket after that. What the fuck?
Yeah. When your dad tell you something, he should only have to tell you one time. He got shot 10 times, and he that strong.
Man, hell yeah. Shit, I remember when I got shot, I ain't act like that. I was looking at my pops like, man, shit. When you got shot, you was all calm and shit. I was over here, ah! I thought I was gonna fucking die.
Sounds like your dad wanted to do his own little scene from Godfather where the son gets shot up at the toll booth. Like, damn.
Man, yeah, Sonny.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
how I
something
fucking
exactly.
look. I said, damn.
I'm not gonna lie, my
Prince.
little brother got shot, and I think I watched too
Mm.
many movies. But somebody had called me and he was like, "Yo, your little brother up the block, he just got shot." I said, "My little brother?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh my God!" Right. So now it's time to be dramatic. So
Not so necessary.
here I go, running up the block, crying at the same time. No, right? I'm running. This nigga sitting in the ambulance chilling. He's like, it just went on the side of my knee. I'm like, you had me out here looking like a fool for nothing, bro. I was expecting you to be on the ground.
Wasn't
Kelly, I
just
He's
like
know
like,
a bullet that
why?
So he was
wasn't
Kelly,
like
being
an
I
aiming
hope you
for
seen
him.
this movie. But you seen Don't Be a Menace?
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah,
was
I
acting
seen
like
that.
Shorty in the beginning when she was like, "Oh no,
Yeah,
my
that's
baby."
what I was.
My
I was so dramatic
baby."
for no
He was
reason.
like, "Lady, that's not your baby." She said, "Huh? Well, ain't that some shit?"
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
He took away my moment, bro. I was gonna do the whole shit. Why? Why?
That shit was hilarious. Hey Kelly, was they aiming for your brother when that
Oh yeah,
happened, or
they
he
was
just
aiming
got
for him.
crisscrossed? Oh,
That's a good question.
And they wasn't aiming for me. I just was, man. Look, I pulled up to sell these niggas some weed. Saw one of my homies that I knew from school, and we got to chopping it. Now I'm not thinking all day these niggas been on Instagram taunting they ops all day on Instagram, posting where they at. Y'all niggas ain't gonna pull up, whoop de whoop, doing all that dumb shit. And I'm just like, shit, I'm finna roll up and smoke with my homie right quick. Yeah, I chose the wrong motherfucking day for that. Them motherfuckers came, shot the whole fucking block up, and I'm the only person that got hit. None, none of
Oh,
them
Oh,
niggas got
bro.
hit, just me.
damn.
And you
Where'd you
weren't
get
even
hurt?
involved.
I got hit in my leg and my collarbone.
Damn.
Two places. Damn.
Boy,
Yep.
I know that collarbone hurt like a son, boy.
hmm
Yeah, I bet that did. Okay.
That's probably why
I
your
ain't
ass was
even
screaming.
look. This the
You was.
crazy part.
So you're at the right place at the wrong time.
I
Damn.
didn't even feel the bullet that hit my collarbone. My
Really?
leg felt like it was on fire. Cause like what people don't understand is like, bro, like when you get shot, it's just not that one area that hurt. That entire limb or whatever it is that you feeling, it's gonna get hot because the bullet hot as fuck. And all that heat gotta go somewhere. That shit
That's
just
a good point.
expand.
That's
Man,
a good
my
point.
whole leg
Thought
felt
about
like somebody just doused it in gas and lit it on fire. So
it.
because of that pain, because of me feeling like that, I didn't even I didn't even notice I was hitting the collarbone until I tried to get up. And the pressure from me putting it on my arm to stand up with my chest, that I collapsed. And I was like, why the fuck now it's blood running down my arm and shit. I was like, oh nah. It was some old Mexican lady that came outside and saw me in the street trying to like move because she thought I was dead. But when she saw me trying to move, she was like, "Oh no!" So she came out. She speaking Spanish. I don't understand shit she's saying. And it's funny because my mom is Kelly color, and my mom got very like loose curly hair. So people automatically assume that my mom is Hispanic. So when they see me, the people automatically assume that like I know Spanish or something. I'm like, bro, no, this ain't that, bro. Like I don't know shit you saying. But the lady like called out her sons and shit. Her sons helped me like get to the curb, and then that's when they called the ambulance and shit. But I was up the whole time, and they were just her son speaking to me in Spanish. I'm like, bro, I don't know what these motherfuckers saying, but they helping me right now. Fuck it, yo, whatever
Just
y'all
keep saying
doing.
C. Right?
911. I'm here. I was hearing all the right shit. I was hearing 911 and Carrie. I was like, bet, lift me up, take my ass to the curb, and not call 911. That's all I need. Cause I was just trying not to panic, cause I wanted to bad, but I'm like I had already did all that screaming, and I started feeling tired, and that's when I was like, nah, 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 nah. Nah. I don't know what this is, but this kind of sleepiness ain't regular sleep. I feel like I want to go to bed. I wouldn't. I was like, nah, I'm not passing out, bro. I can't. I can't do it. I thought I was gonna die. Then
Shout
I'm like,
out for
look at
you
me,
making it.
hell yeah, cause I was when I ain't gonna lie, the only part that was like cool about it a little bit. It's like when I went back to school and all the girls like, "Oh my God, Trey, you got shot." I was like, "Yeah, I guess it wasn't nothing for real."
Want to kiss my
I was
boo
like, "Yeah, it wasn't nothing for real." You know what I'm saying? I was straight. I was screaming like a bitch, but I was like, "Nah, it was cool. It wasn't shit. I'm fuck my moves like shit." The only, but like I said, this go back to the thoughts of like, this go back to the whole thing about like people saying dumb shit. Did it hurt? No, no, bitch, it felt good. I loved it. I hope it happens again. Did it hurt?
Nice
You
way to
should have
bring it
told
around
them
full
small
circle.
thing to a giant.
No, that's like
You know
something
what
else people ask when I'm sorry, but when somebody dies and somebody come up to you and be like, "Is there anything I could do?" That pisses me off.
I'm saying? Can you raise the
Can
dead?
you bring them
Can you raise?
back,
Yeah,
bitch?
yeah.
I
Let me
hate
just
that shit
start,
with a passion. I hate
Or
that
they
with a
be like,
passion.
"Are you
Yeah.
okay?"
Do you have access to the book of life?
man. What the fuck? That should be funny. I'd be like, bro, what the fuck? I look like Chucky, bro. I'm finna stand over the grave and be like, Alhamdulillah, give me the power I beg of you.
Oh, that's funny as shit.
Or
He did. You should do that.
somebody see you bawling your eyes out. Are you okay? What? What the
Right?
What gave
Do
it
I look
away?
okay, motherfucker?
I think the only thing bothers me is because they don't really mean it. They just think they have to say it.
fuck?
You
Yeah.
know, 'cause they really don't want to help. It's like people like remember Kelly did a topic, her and DJ and Vita, and they were talking about that how would you even like it if I gave you the real answer? Because when people go like, "So hey, how you doing?" but they'll be mad if you go, "Well, actually, it's pretty fucked up." You know, I'm late on my rent. You know, they're about to repossess my car. You know, people don't really want to hear the truth, right?
But I'm
They
good.
don't.
I'm good.
So you just lying all day. How was your day? It was good. I know you don't care.
Think that'll be my bro, and that's the fucked up part. And somebody can't tell me that, bro, because I'm gonna be like, I'm going to laugh uncomfortably because I'm not laughing like I'm laughing at your situation. I'm laughing because now I don't know how to deal with this, bro. Like, I'm gonna be like,
Hey,
damn, what the fuck?
You ever had
do
somebody
you
come?
want some real
My
shit?
fault. You ever had somebody come to you and
Oh
ask
no,
you
go Kelly.
something sad in the middle of you laughing, or tell you something sad in the middle of you laughing? Like, what? I'm supposed to stop laughing now? This is
Yeah.
horrible.
Like you be
No, they
y'all cracking jokes and laughing, and this nigga like, man, bro, my dog died yesterday.
no, they do that, but murder kick their ass out the room. Like we'll be laughing, and they say, "Man, I'm so glad y'all got me laughing today." You know, yesterday my grandma caught 3 rounds to the chest and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they just took my uncle leg off. My homie Rodney, he just got locked down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in here lifting my spirits. And murder just be like, sniper game. Pop, get the fuck out of here.
Fuck that sad shit out of here, man. I don't blame her. Get that sad shit out of here, man. Don't nobody want to hear that shit.
You know who y'all don't want to fuck with though? Like, do not, I mean, do not run into one of them, like them little old white ladies and ask them like, oh, hey, how you doing? How's it? Oh,
Oh
you
my
know,
god.
I
my
help you cross the street.
grandbaby. My grandbaby, you know, my grandbaby's sick and stuff. I'm just praying, you know, God gonna deliver him. And they will talk you all. Them the ones that's honest. So that's what made me think, like what Kelly said. I think I kind of want people to lie, like to be honest, because I don't want people to be honest.
Just tell me
Don't,
everything good, man.
yeah, I don't want to know the truth, man. Just tell me you had a great day. It was marvelous.
That's why I don't ask people shit. I don't ask. I'm just gonna lie. I don't ask because I be prepared for you to just say I'm okay. I don't be prepared for all the extra shit that could possibly come with that question. I don't want to hear that because I don't
Shit, that's
because
what
I'm not going to deal with it the appropriate way.
I'm gonna start doing that on purpose. The next person that asks me how you doing, I'm gonna be like, "Well, I'm dying." I want to see what they say.
I'm gonna just say some off the wall shit. I'm be like, but you gotta say some. You gotta say it. You can't say it and like be laughing. Like you gotta be able to tell that joke with the commitment. I'm gonna be like, they be like, how you doing? I'm like, just call my girl getting fucked in the house, bro. And just keep walking. And just keep walking. Like just say you gotta keep walking. You can't stop. You gotta just keep walking. They gonna be like, damn, what the fuck?
Thanks for asking.
They're gonna be like, "All right, keep
What
your head
about
up."
so? What about you? Man, how your day going, man? I can't complain. Okay, so don't like.
Bro.
Oh my
Can't complain. I mean, you could literally complain. I mean, you can't do it.
I'm gonna
Like,
start
all right.
saying that. Y'all are wild.
One day, the last time a guy said it to me, I yelled back to him. I said, "Won't do no good," and I just kept on walking. It just slipped out. You know, the older you get, the more you like, fuck y'all. I ain't trying to impress y'all. He said, I can't complain. I said, won't do no good. And just kept on walking.
Y'all know there's some go-to phrases people use, right? Like, "I know that's right," or whatever. And they say that
Hell
for
yeah.
anything. You're like, "Well, I'm dying." "I know that's right." What?
Yo, somebody not listening be so
Yeah.
fucking funny, bro.
I was just thinking that.
Shit.
That's the best. That's the absolute best. You ever was
You could be, you could tell a motherfucker like, yeah, man, I just Had to get my left testicle removed. Will you have fun with that, bro? And they just take up like what the fuck?
Now you know you hit him with. Won't he do it? Won't he will?
You want to
Hey,
do it?
I just had my left testicle removed. Ain't God good, bro? Keep going. Like, damn, what the fuck?
All the time. Won't he do it?
Sometimes you don't be listening and you throw out a phrase or two and you be right. You get lucky. Yeah, ever happened to you?
That's yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Powerful God is good.
What's your story, Shmela? You ain't tell us your story yet. What'd you do as a child?
Oh my God! All my
Yeah, I'm
stories
waiting for
involve
this one.
my
I'm waiting for this one. I've been patient.
all my stories involve my grandma, who is my favorite person, but she's an asshole. And so one time we're sitting at she is an asshole. She's a jerk. But if you try to tell her a joke, she goes, ha ha, very funny, and just goes on about her business. She ain't impressed by nothing, right? And one time, I'll just give you like a back. Like we was one time sitting at the kitchen table. I back talked to her. She slams her keys on the table. The table is made of glass. The glass shatters.
Oh
Big
shit!
long piece of glass goes into my leg. She just pull it out. Look, man, see what you done made me do. You done made me break my table. I'm like, I think I got stabbed
I'm dying, Grandma.
one time. Yeah. One time I'm in the backyard. She wants me to feed the dogs, and I'm mumbling something. I hear these little footsteps. I turn around. I said, "This bitch trying to run up on me." She two-pieced me. Pop, pop. I was falling back. She caught my shirt and kept me from falling. It was like the most gangster shit in the world. Two-piece. Pop, pop. Caught me. Brought me up. She's like, you water them damn dogs. I was like, did she just assault me in this backyard? Okay, so um and then so
Damn.
I'm outside, you know them old school TVs with the box, the big ass box
Oh,
TVs. Well, I was always in the front yard doing things. I made like my own flamethrowers, things like that. She'll get mad because I might set the yard on fire. She go, "Oh, you pyromaniac! Something wrong with you? You sick?" I'm gonna tell your mama she need to watch out for you. You crazy, right? So I was taking apart the TV. I used to take apart things. Them old TVs come with them very powerful, like big old battery in it, right? I wanted to get the battery out, and
oh
I cut the
god!
cord. And when I say it electrocuted me, I thought I was going to the afterlife. I saw a white light. I said, "Man, I'm about to be the only person see God in my like." You know what I mean? I'm about to meet him, right? And I'm just shocked. And I must have maybe I don't even think I yelled nothing out. My grandma just came out there. She sees me standing there shaking like, right? She looks at me, looks at the TV, and she go, "Oh, look, see, you done shot your damn self. I told your little ass stop messing with you. You always taking something apart. Now look at you, shot, done electrocuted yourself, and just walk back in the house. They ain't take me to the hospital. They ain't take me to the doctor.
Damn, grandma.
I'm just standing there shaking. Like, but they just old school. I remember I cut my finger open one time. My granddad said, "Boy, you be out. You don't need no stitches. Just get some tape or something, man." But I did need stitches.
Some tape is crazy.
I needed stitches, and I said, "F you, man! I'm going to the doctor." So I went and got some stitches, and then I came home. I said, "Look, Granddad, see, they said I did need stitches." He's like, "Boy, you didn't need no stitches. You just went down there and got that. Let me see. That ain't nothing. I lost my hand and grew it back. You know they always say you lost your hand." I said, "When I was young, I lost my whole hand and grew it back. See, they don't make them like they used to back in my day. Lost a hand, drunk some milk, went to church, hand grew back. Look, like, come on, man, stop playing." Oh man, Granddad, my shoes tore up, man. We didn't even have no shoes when I was growing up. We walked to school barefoot. Like, okay,
uphill both
like
ways.
okay, you win.
Grandparents always got the struggle stories. Like, come on.
I swear they do.
Those gonna be our struggle stories, though. All our kids are gonna be going, you know, our grandkids or great grandkids going to school online, and we're gonna be like, I used to have to walk to school. They're like, oh God, here we go.
I ain't gonna lie though. We don't got the struggle stories of of our grandfathers though.
Hell no.
Not
You let
even
my
close.
grandpa. You let
Oh
my
no,
grandpa
no.
tell it.
I used a Swiffer jet to sweep my house. I ordered Instacart. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to walk here, so I ordered an Uber. Man, we don't got no struggle stories.
Hell
Our
no.
grandfathers actually went through shit.
That is the
They
car.
went through like Jim Crow and shit. We ain't go through shit. We gonna
Hold
be
on,
only thing
Paul. What
we
was you gonna
complaining
say?
about is Trump. That's it. Oh man, we had Trump as president. Everything else is a privilege. Man, we had
Paul, we gonna
garbage
say
men
our
that were taking
Tesla
our
took too
garbage.
large to charge.
My
Man,
You
grandpa
hear me,
judge
Paul?
everything
We gonna
they
say my Tesla took longer to charge.
bro. My grandpa used to
The
judge
sufferer.
everything I did growing up, bro. Like, like when I was a little kid, my grandpa used to judge everything. I'll be sweeping, like he'll tell me, like sweep them rocks off that porch. He'd be like, look at you using a broom. When I was young, we used to have to pick up the rocks with our
hmm
toes. And like, nigga, god damn, bro, like, what the fuck? You did not do that, nigga. Stop lying. That shit used to blow. I used to be so pissed. Like, that shit used to blow me. That nigga just say some shit.
yeah,
He be like, look at you.
they threw
You
us in the water. Yeah, we had to swim at 2. Shit like that.
Ross. It be shit like that. Like one time I was putting something together and I used the I had used the power drill and he was like, "You ain't got no screwdriver. Ain't coming no screwdriver. Look at you using a power drill." When I was young, we used to have to use our hands to put screws in. I used to be like, "Man, shut the fuck up, dude. Shut your ass up. You was
You
just
have to
saying
use
some
our hands to
bullshit."
put screws in.
Did they make you do dangerous stuff? Because I used to like love to climb, right? So I thought I was doing something. I climbed up the tree, but I climbed to like the first branch, and I'm up there. And my granddad, I'm like, look, granddad and stuff. Like, boy, there ain't nothing. Get way up there. I'm talking about 30-foot tree. Boy, climb up there. You acting scared. Just don't look down. Just keep climbing, man. I used to always I used to climb on the house. I used to climb the mountain. I used to climb to the top of the tree and see over the whole city. Like, man, he had me way up the tree. My mama came to the house and she was like, "Oh my God, that boy be all right. I'm right here. I can catch him from here."
Man. God rest his soul, but I appreciate my grandpa for being like that a little bit, cause sometimes I'll be missing that shit. But at the same time, I'll be like, man, them summers I spent in Arkansas with him, I mean, that nigga baby be strong than a bitch. Cause I used to tell people all the time, like, bro, listen, y'all think y'all strong cause y'all go to the gym? Them country niggas, they got farms
They
and shit.
strong.
They're
Boy,
out there chopping wood every day.
the shit I used to see my grandpa do, and then like he had me doing, I ain't gonna lie, that strength be different.
You ever play football against a country dude,
Yeah,
bro?
there's a
Bro,
difference between strength
man,
and
I thought I was
endurance.
strong, bro. I'm gym
Endurance.
strong, bro. These got no muscles on their arms, right? I'm like, oh man, this guy not gonna push me. I got pancaked. I said, this not for me, bro. I said, yo, bro, how much you bench? Bench? The fuck you mean? And this is upstate New
I
York.
chop
What the
5
fuck you
cords of
mean
wood every
bench?
day.
You're a city slicker, Paul.
Man, I'm like, fuck that.
He
Let
said,
me stick to basketball.
he said
Made me
bench.
change sports.
Look, Paul said, I'm gonna play baseball.
He
No, that ass,
changed-
bro. I play
I think he
baseball.
changed the whole sport. Say, yo,
No
fuck that
muscles.
football
I'm
shit.
like,
Yeah, I live in a small rural community in California, and we live up in the mountains. Up in Most people use wood stoves. Um, there's the towns in the valley that try to compete against our kids, even though our kids are not the biggest, but they have been raised in the woods and they've been raised chopping wood, and they've been freaking just country bumpkin little fuckers. They whoop some ass, man. They are top of the game in they whoop every freaking regional's ass, dude. It's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, that strength be different. I be trying to tell people, like, bro, I'm telling y'all that country strength, that shit different,
It's
bro.
endurance. It's not strength. It's endurance. There's
yeah,
a
it's
difference, a
endurance.
huge difference.
Matter
My
of fact,
granddad
Steven,
was
you
what?
ever done a farmer's walk where you carry like the 90-pound weights and you have to walk a certain distance? So when I was
My
doing it in the
grandpa.
gym, right, I'll do 90. It'll be all right. But I'm seeing these country dudes, they doing 90 and they walking like a mile. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah.
Because they
So
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 used to carrying hay.
it's a
Mm-hmm.
difference between like, so when you're like, let's say unloading soil or unloading grain, like you're doing this repetitive motion that's engaging your legs, your arms, your abs, your everything, dude. You're picking up a 50-pound bag of grain and tossing it, dude. Do that for 8 hours a day, dude. Tell me what the fuck you feel like. Dude, you're gonna feel like $1 million is what you're gonna feel like. You're gonna feel sore as fuck. But you know, a few days later, you're gonna feel like $1 million because you keep on doing it, and you keep on doing it. And that's the freaking life, dude. You know, when you're running a farm, there's certain activities that has to happen every freaking year on the nose, period, point blank, and you have to be prepared to do that. And you're conditioned. It's conditioning over training. You know,
Yep.
it's strength over endurance. You know,
I'm
endurance
not
will
gonna
always
lie.
outlast strength.
I never seen or experienced country strength, but I have experienced crackhead strength, and I know a motherfucker that's about five
Woo-wee.
four, 110, soaking wet, and he carried a refrigerator up 8 flights of steps on
Yeah.
his back. So that's the thing.
I know some crackhead
Nah,
strength
for
too,
real.
Hey,
man.
Kelly, you
You
got a
ever try to
point.
fight a drunk
And you
person?
can't knock
No.
them
Drunk
down.
strength is crazy too. Nah, drunk strength and crackhead strength is unbelievable, man.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I know this sound fucked up, but like, bro, I tell people like, bro, that spectrum strength is real, bro. Like the motherfuckers be strong.
Hmm. Yeah, dude,
Motherfuckers be
for
strong
sure.
as shit.
Boy, that's
That's
crazy.
Did
funny.
you say spectrum
He did.
That's
He
hey,
did.
look,
Yeah, it's
I try to
true.
stay away from the R word, bro, but man, bro, that spectrum strength is crazy. Them motherfuckers be strong. I be like, damn.
And they don't know their own strength either, so y'all could be laughing and they pat you on the back and you be ready to fight.
Hey,
Like,
my uncle Cedric is on the spectrum, and he got ran over by a car and stuff, you know. But he was still moving around, kicking it. I think he just had to have the little brace and shit, but he was still good though.
He got up and was like, I'm okay.
Yeah, yeah. Look, and my uncle Cedric, he would be just random places, like on the other side. Like like think of anywhere in your city, like say he'd stay on the west side, you on the east side, and then you just go one day you out at the outlet mall, and you like, oh shit, what is Cedric doing walking down the street? He would just be everywhere, and so he'd just be gone. And that's eventually how he got hit by a car because he'll just walk across the street and somebody just ran him over and kept on going.
Man, y'all ever meet a smart crackhead?
man.
Like that,
Nah.
like they say
Hey,
some,
hey,
they be saying
hey
some
now.
crazy shit, and then they'll say some smart shit, and you be like, damn. You get to thinking like, hold on, this motherfucker,
Motherfucker, I used to
you
smoke
was
a
probably
whole
somebody
hell of a
before you
lot of
said
crack.
that shit.
I learned how to crack cocaine in a fucking dirtbag hotel, fucking by a male prostitute. Man, I've been smoking crack since I'm 13 years old. I don't smoke
What
it
the
anymore, by the
fuck?
way. But I haven't smoked crack in so long, dude. It's fucking retarded.
Wait,
But
what?
Steven, is it safe to say that you are white?
yeah. It is safe to
Mm.
say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Steven, that last time you had me cracking up. Steve was in here. Who was you in here roasting Steven that day?
Oh man, I
Kufu.
Oh
don't
my
remember,
God.
dude. I don't remember, man.
Oh, Kufu. Yeah, it was Kufu. Oh
Oh
my
yeah,
God.
Khufu. Oh yeah, that guy's a fucking woo. Oh my.
You
Hey,
know
nah,
what
I
but
was
love you guys.
crackheads be funny
You're
though.
awesome. I fucking enjoy hanging out with fucking brothers and sisters more than I do with fucking any fucking cracker ass motherfucker. These motherfuckers are so freaking caught up in bullshit, freaking twisted ass shit. I can't even believe, dude. Ugh. Like
That's
go
So you
into
on the
some of
West
these
Coast,
white
bro?
inundated rooms, man. They're all talking this like shit, like they're the king of the hill and shit. I'm like, oh my god, you ain't the king of shit.
Steven, let me ask you, have you ever lived in Portland?
Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
I've traveled through Portland, Oregon. I actually learned to blow glass
Mm.
in not Portland, but down south. Glassboro, capital of Oregon. That's where I learned how to
Okay,
build
okay.
glass. Yeah.
T said, I'm okay. Have y'all ever seen somebody get really fucked up or really hurt really bad and they say, I'm okay?
Yep.
Hell
That's the
yeah.
funniest shit.
I'm a bouncer. I see that at least once a month. Somebody hit their head, fall right on their ass. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm like, let me get you some ice, love.
I
Let me
seen
get you some
Kelly,
ice.
this dude
They
I went to
gushing
school
blood
with.
out their head and shit. Oh no, no, I'm fine. You see that lady
This
over
dude
there?
I
No,
went to
no, I'm
school with, I
fine.
watched it. I watched it happen. He got shot in the ass, right? Like they shooting and he got hit in the ass. He limping, hopping down the street holding his ass, right? He said, he get up to us, he said, man, them niggas shot me in the ass, man. Like just like that. It wasn't no freak out. It wasn't no crazy reaction. As soon as he got up to us, he stopped. He holding his ass. He said, man, them niggas shot me in the ass, man. I'm like,
I ain't
hey,
gonna lie.
nigga,
You
go
sound
to
like
the
Eddie Murphy when
hospital.
you say
Like, what
that.
the fuck?
Sound just like Eddie Murphy when you said that.
Why do people do that? They be trying to play tough? Like, what is it?
I don't, Kelly,
Embarrassed,
Well,
I
try
don't know
not
if
to
okay,
he
be
so
really
I
truly
mean,
embarrassed
feel it.
is more important than saving
Oh,
your own life.
yeah.
That's why they don't want to be embarrassed, so they
And I don't know if it was and diabolical. I don't know if it's that. I don't know if maybe your adrenaline running, so I don't know if maybe the pain ain't really set in
yeah,
yet.
the pain ain't
But he
setting
came
yet,
up to
dog.
us.
That's what it was.
He
Motherfucker
came
just
up
shot
to
me in the
us,
ass.
normal as hell, and he was holding his ass, normal as fuck. Came up to us. He said, "Man, they shot me in the ass, man." I'm like, "What the fuck you telling me for, nigga? Go to the hospital. What the fuck? I just seen
You say that like he said that like when Chris Rock said Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me. Like we
it,
know, nigga, we see the
bro."
sign.
But that was my
They didn't
reaction. I
even
was
set
so
on him later.
stunned. I was so stunned that like I was like, this motherfucker just came up to us normal as shit. Like somebody threw a rock at him. Like it was like bro, you got shot in the ass. You are bleeding. Go to the hospital.
Like grandma threw a shoe at him and shit. Grandma just threw a shoe at
Right.
me.
I was at,
He came up to us like he got a whooping. Yeah, y'all. You you ever get an ass whooping and you go back out to your friends and you like, yeah, he
they ain't even
sure
hurt.
it ain't even hurt. It ain't
Was
even
it
hurt.
was this the moment where you asked him how he was
That's
doing and
like
you didn't
straight
want to
out
let
That's
of
him
how that
talk?
nigga
Friday,
was
dog.
acting. That's how that nigga was acting. He was like, bro, they shot me in the ass, bro. Like it wasn't nothing. I'm
So
like,
what
nah, bro.
shit?
What the fuck? Something wrong with you?
She ain't do nothing,
Y'all
nigga.
ever see one of them look at me kids? Look at what I could do, kids.
Hell yeah.
I was at the playground with the really tall slide, and this little kid, he's like, look at me, look at what I could do. And he's doing all of this shit. That dude fell from the top of this shit, and I just knew it was over for him. He landed flat on his face. He said, I'm okay.
Right,
I'm
cocked
good.
up, hurting like a motherfucker.
Hey,
Mr. Me
back
too.
when I was you know, being not so much of a pillar to my community because I was selling the shit that Steven was taking.
Not being such a pillar of my community. I
Yes,
like
sir.
that one,
I'm your
brother.
pussy
Hey,
man.
hey, look, one crackhead come up to me one day. He said, "Hey T, let me tell you something, man. Hey, E equals MC squared," and then he walked away from me. Bro, they used to say
What
some
a
of the
He
genius.
was high as
and that
fuck.
shit used to have me crying. High as
Trust
shit. He came up to me and said, swear to God, he across the street. He see me from across the street at the gas station. He run over to the gas station. He said, "Hey T," he pat me on the leg. E equals MC squared. And he
Hey,
ran
now
away.
sometimes the
I
geese be
was
having
like,
some
yeah,
game though. Sometimes the geese be having game
it.
too though. Now
nah, they do.
No, was that Spectrum Power as well? Like a different kind.
Hey, I
You
I
used
ain't
know
to
gonna
what?
lie,
We
appreciate
Steven
when they
had
forgot.
tell
sense
me
We
with the
about the
forgot to
swing.
police
go
though.
over that. We forgot to go over that because that goes with what makes me doubt a person's intelligence. I hate that shit when a person like when they hit you with that. Yeah, bro. Like at the end of the day, and you think they're about to say something deep
The
as
day
shit.
gonna end.
The day gotta end.
The day gotta end.
Like
The
yo,
yo, they,
come
you
on.
about to you your ears perk up. Oh, he about to say something smart. The day gonna end. Oh, this
now
nigga.
when I hear that shit at the end of the day, I know it's some bullshit because that's just a filler. I mean, man, you know what? At the
Oh
end of the
shit.
day, oh, he bullshit. He ain't on shit.
At the end of the day gotta end. Like
I
Like,
ain't gonna lie,
duh.
man. When I heard
Like,
that, I was crying, bro.
That's how I know when somebody's getting mad on Clubhouse and they be like, at the end of the
Oh
day.
yeah, they trigger. They good. Don't know what else to say.
Oh
Oh, the
shit.
end of the day is multi-purpose. Like you right, because they do say that at the end of the day.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. Some of the shit that some of them endeavors, because now I'm thinking about all this shit. Some of them endeavors, I wasn't always a positive person. I used to have crackheads dance battle, and that shit used to be funny as shit.
Oh, you ain't shit.
used to be
Don't tell
like,
nobody that shit. That's the old Jew. You
I
Man,
ain't
you
used to be
shit.
like,
going to
man,
purgatory.
I used to be like, man, he could beat you in the dance. He could beat you in dance battle. I was like, whichever one of y'all dance better, I'll give y'all $1. They they get the busting moves right there at the gas station.
You
Dance
ain't
off.
shit, bro.
We having that shit all on Snapchat, bogus to the motherfucker.
Y'all
Have
Okay,
you
I ain't
remember
made
gonna
that a
lie.
bum
beat at
fights?
least, bro? Were you laying
No,
there
I
with
ain't never
the?
made them fight. No, I ain't never
No,
did
do
that
y'all
shit.
remember bum fights? Are y'all old enough to remember?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I
Oh
ain't paid
yeah,
attention to the
them
goddamn
niggas
bum
was
fights.
crazy.
It was funny.
I thought you was asking me if I'm ever. I was like,
Nah.
nah, hell nah. I ain't
He
never
said,
did
"Was you
that
the bum?"
shit. I'm not gonna lie. I know some niggas that have, but I ain't never made no crackheads fight. I ain't never did that. That's bogus. The dancing was funny though. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, they used to have Too Hot for TV,
You know
bum
how to piss a
fights.
crackhead off? Do you know
Girls
how to
gone
piss a
wild
crackhead
on
off?
Girls Gone Wild.
You said the crackhead off.
You jump up and scrape that freaking old, like, you remember that popcorn ceiling? Go ahead and hit that
Mm.
popcorn ceiling up in the crackhead's house. Ooh, man, he'd be searching around the days.
Hey, he knows some shit. That
He'd be
motherfucker
taking a
knows some shit.
lighter to every little white speck, going, it's not melting. That's not great. That
How do you know that
because
shit?
I used to like to smoke crack,
Oh,
man. I
okay,
mean,
okay.
I'm not
Right.
lying,
Oh, yeah.
right? You know,
Yes, I heard
You
you.
know what? You know who else used to do that? That said they loved it. Samuel L. Jackson. He
Yep.
used to love to
Fuck
buy
out of
his own.
here.
He used to love. He said on a very popular interview, he used to love to get his own cocaine. He said, "I'd love to get my cocaine
rock it
and
up.
cook it myself."
Yep.
He said he the only one that know how to cook
hmm
it the way he like it.
That's right.
Yep.
That's why he
That's
does
right.
so many
Well, you know,
movies
I mean,
because
so back in the
he's an
day,
addict
man.
of anything.
Back in the day, before they discovered the whole baking soda thing, they used to use um,
Ammonia.
uh, ammonia. Yeah, the fucking old ammonia crack, dude. That was the bomb, dude. I've only had that a couple of times in my life, but man, the fucking difference between ammonia crack and fucking like you know um, baking soda crack. Well, the problem is most people just leave the baking soda in the crack. It just muddies the whole damn thing up. So
They
Steven,
stretch it out. They blow it up.
not you
yeah,
a
let's
crack
stretch it out and they
connoisseur.
blow it up.
Yeah, I know, right?
He
Listen
going
to
down
me,
memory
look
lane
at
with
it,
this
man.
shit.
You're
Hold
just
on,
using it.
Steven
Well,
said this is a 1942
He
crack.
said crack. He said crack in the day. Crack in
Uh,
the day moments.
let me tell you about
The crack
Freemasons and
connoisseur is
shit, man.
crazy. Steve used to be like, yeah, this got a little
He
bit.
said, he
Yeah, this
said
baking soda.
my
This
ear
baking
no,
soda.
ringing.
no,
My
no,
ear
no,
ringing.
no, no,
My
no,
ear
no.
ringing.
So
God damn
the
it.
last time a motherfucker tried to sell me some cocaine, I was like, all right, dude, all right. Well, here's the gig, bro. Give me a gram. I'm gonna throw it in the dish. I'm gonna rock it up. Right? If it comes back anywhere near at least 50%, I'll buy the gram for $100, and I'll buy another one off for you too. I threw
Oh, he
that
was.
fucking, I threw that gram in the fucking tub, and fucking, did my thing. Fucking rock, dude. It came out like
Hey,
2%.
see,
Two
this
percent.
bullshit. This bullshit. If you was back in the ammonia days, you got some plugs, nigga. See what I'm saying? This some bullshit.
It's like Steven, were you the original Walter White from Breaking Bad? Were you the
No.
original?
Well, that was
This
meth, man.
big cap, big cap.
No, but then I fucking threw that fucking little itty bitty crack rock at my friend, and I was like, "You ever smoke crack?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Well, here's $100 crack rock for you, bro."
What?
You crack yourself up, huh? Don't you?
Huh?
What's up,
I said you
Greg?
crack yourself up, don't you?
Yo,
Yeah, it
what's
makes
up,
me
everybody?
laugh.
What's up, room? What's
What's
up?
the
Yo,
What's
what's
word?
up?
up,
What's
Greg?
happening? It's all good. It's all good. Shit, y'all good? What y'all on and shit?
You ever did crack, Greg?
Oh my god, man. Hey, it's
Never
agents all
did
over.
crack. Yeah,
I'll be fresh as hell.
yeah, never did crack. Yeah, yeah. I've sold crack. I
Whoa, whoa,
never
whoa!
did
Wait,
crack.
allegedly.
But yeah, No, fuck that shit. I did that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, I mean, man, Greg, I'm telling you, bro, I say the same shit, man. I sold that shit,
Not
man.
me.
It is what it is.
Allegedly.
Yeah. But some people like that. Like, man, my homeboy from DC, man, used to tell me all the stories like dipping the cigarettes in the bombing fluid. Like,
Oh, DC,
it used to be
man.
like a thing
Dude,
people
that's some
love
rude
doing.
ass fucking roads down there.
Hey, man, look, I got a funny story from my crack selling days.
Don't telling yourself, man.
No,
Statute of
no, no.
limitation.
My homies made fun of me because I was like, okay, I never seen a nigga use a holster with a gun. I never seen it in my fucking life. Ever. Niggas always waistband they shit, tie their pants tight, or wear a belt, tie the belt kind of tight. You know what I'm saying? They don't never so I'm like, okay, bet. I never thought I'd buy a holster. Get
You
my
never
first
seen a
piece.
house.
I walk in the gas station, right, to go grab something to drink. My shit falls
Shit falls
down
out of
my
your pants.
leg and out my sweatpants, right onto the floor in front of everybody. Mind you, it's
Click,
like
click, 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 click.
10, 15 people in here. So I'm like, oh shit. So I freeze. Everybody looking at me. I freeze. I'm standing there. I just slowly pick my shit up, put it in my pocket, right? So I'm like, yeah, I need to go. I don't even buy the drink. I just leave, right? I get
Good
back,
talk.
I,
Good
I get
talk.
outside, we go in the car. I'm like, yeah, we gotta go. They like, what happened? I'm like, I dropped my gun in the stove. He like, you dropped your gun in the stove? They all bust out laughing, right? They like, nigga, you ain't got no fucking holster. I'm like, y'all ain't got no fucking holsters. All these niggas had
Yeah, you
holsters.
got.
I felt stupid in a bitch. I was like,
That's what a
oh
hoster
no.
for, nigga.
Oh, you didn't notice that they had inside the pants
Motherfucker be
like
I
a
watching
yeah,
little.
I
way
didn't
too
know
much
that.
TV.
So I'm thinking like, cause I ain't never had to carry no gun before. I'm not like when I was outside doing what I was doing, I was never on like that type of timing. Like I wasn't trying to go kill nobody. I was just trying to make some money. But
It's
I had a
protection.
gun because I knew
Protection.
that exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, bet. I never intended on using that motherfucker.
You didn't get G'd up properly. See, I hear this a lot. I hear this type of shit a
Probably.
lot. You feel what I'm saying? You supposed to understand how to move when you outside. If you in traffic, you know.
And it
Man,
depend on your body type T too. Like some of the heavier set guys, they sometimes can get away without having a holster and stuff, man. But if you like
belly
small,
tuck.
especially if you yeah, the belly tuck, you know.
hmm
So it just depend on your body type how you can carry a gun.
Man,
Yeah,
my
It's not just
if you got a belt, you can put it in the small of your back. But you still, if you moving around, you gotta have a holster, fam,
listen.
and a belt. You gotta have a
Now
belt too.
Now because of you know what I'm saying, me working out and shit, I got some muscle on me. At that time, we talking like 15, 16-year-old T. Bro, I look like a fucking iron board, gang. It wasn't shit in the front. I was bird chesting the motherfucker.
Yeah.
If I laid on my back, you could pour water on my chest, gang. And like
Hey,
I
now
ain't
the
have
young
shit.
boys got Dracos. That bitch ain't sliding. They got the motherfucking the what's it called, the switch on them bitches with this. I'm like, y'all niggas going to jail forever.
Man,
These little niggas crazy now, man.
man, the first time I heard a switch, I said, yeah. I don't want to play no more. Whatever game y'all niggas is
I'm back on the
involved in,
porch. Y'all got it.
I quit.
Y'all got that. What the fuck, nigga?
I ain't gonna lie, shit. I quit when I got shot though. I said, oh no, I'm good. I don't want to do none of this tomfoolery anymore. You niggas are
I said,
heathens, and this is why
Tom
that shit be
Foolery is
happening to y'all.
crazy.
I'm going in the
the
house.
first time
Fuck this.
the first time I remember getting shot. The
It's
doctor
like my
put a
mama was
band-aid on
right.
my arm and gave me a lollipop.
memory
Man,
lane, the good old days.
We was talking about YNs the other day. T, I was trying to bring you in the room because they was trying to decide is it a age thing or is it a mentality thing? What do you think?
I think it's an age thing because YN is it mean young nigga, but I feel like if you 40 years old plus still outside trying to be active and shit, bro, get your geriatric ass in the house, man.
Yeah, you
What the fuck
retarded
is
as
you
hell.
doing, bro?
You
Like,
retarded.
come on, gang. You
Sit
supposed to be
down. Sit
on
down.
family man mode.
Right? You were late. You were never bloomer, nigga.
Right, your kids in college, bitch. If you don't go sit your stupid ass down, dude, what the fuck is you doing, bro?
I think it's a lack of guidance thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause now motherfuckers will flash the strap on social media. Like, look at me, look at me. It's like, what the fuck, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Back in my day, you had some guidance, some direction. You know, some
Dude,
laws, some
social
rules.
media is the downfall of fucking everything, bro. Like these motherfuckers be doing all sorts of fucking weird. I'm surprised that we haven't seen anybody like. I mean, I'm sure it's out there. Motherfuckers be smoking crack on the goddamn fucking social media.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, it's an age thing. It's a goddamn age thing. These new
Look
kids,
at the video chat.
these kids don't know the fucking meaning of loose lips sink ships.
Oh, they dumb.
They don't know the
Right.
meaning of that shit.
If no
Like
one
You
I
talks,
know?
we all
said,
I
walk.
mean,
Yeah,
they're
they don't
just
know that
all
shit.
they're busting themselves. They're like, oh look, I got a gun. Next thing you know, the police are at their fucking door. The
They say,
fuck
who
kind
told on me?
idiot
You told
Nigga, you
on
was
idiots
on
you.
are
live,
taught
nigga.
these
The fuck,
kids?
nigga.
Steven,
You was on live
Instagram
and shot
if
the
trolling.
nigga on
anybody
live. Said you ain't playing, don't play with me. Nigga.
Steven, if anybody know that firsthand, it's me. I got shot because of social media. Because these niggas want to stand on the block and taunt these niggas all day. Talking about y'all ain't going to pull up over here and do shit. Flashing gun. All the shit that you just said that they be doing, they did. And then when niggas slid, ain't none of them get touched. I did.
You slid with him?
Hell no. I was just standing. I pulled up. You missed the story, but I pulled up
And
to
it's a
serve my home to serve
bystander.
some niggas some weed. One of my homies was standing out there. We got to chopping it up. I'm not knowing these niggas been on Instagram taunting they ops all day. So when they outside on the block just on point, I'm thinking that's regular because you see that all the time. Niggas pulled on hit that corner. They swerved that corner like G3, and I was the one that got hit, gang. That's it. Ain't nobody else get hit but me. I got hit in my collarbone and
Motherfucking
my leg.
right.
I had something like that happen to me, similar to, but nobody shot. It was after a game, and my school and the other school was like rival. So
Uh,
this one guy we knew, he was apparently wanted out there fighting with these other guys. He said, "Hey man, I'm gonna walk with y'all." We didn't know he had started some trouble. So when we turned into our neighborhood, we walking, we turned into the neighborhood, and it's five of us. When we it's some guys standing there in somebody else's yard, they don't live there. So like, hey, what's up? We like, hey, what's up, man? So we thinking like we about to get to fighting with them, right? Just then a car drives by and the headlights light up the yard on the side of the house. It's like 12 other niggas. We like, oh shit. Somebody hear that click clack and just take off running. I'm running, and this is what made me feel bad because I'm short, and somebody grabbed my jacket and said, "Where you going, little nigga?" I turned around and elbowed his ass. I turned around and elbowed him. Like I swung my elbow as hard as I could, and then I was able to get away. But I always laugh about that when I think back on that. I'm like, he said, "Where you going, little nigga?" Fuck.
Diabolical, I'm gonna tell you where y'all fucked up. Anytime a random nigga say, I'm gonna just walk with y'all, no the fuck you ain't. Take your motherfucking ass in the opposite direction. You ain't walking with
But
me,
that's why
nigga.
you go
I
on
don't
the
know
other
you.
side of the street.
Man,
Which
Buddha,
way you
that was the
going?
sign right there. I'm gonna just walk with y'all. That's why as soon as you said that shit, I bust out laughing.
Like why, nigga? Fuck.
Right. I'm gonna just walk with y'all. I don't even know you, nigga. Buddha, you better walk somewhere else.
You know what's crazy about that? One of the dudes, we kind of cool, but when he with his side and I'm with my side, we'll fight.
What? Y'all
But
included.
when we by ourselves, we sit and talk and laugh about shit.
Huh?
Right? It's like two teams
Oh,
that
what
go against
the
each
fuck?
other. But when the game ain't being played, we laugh and we talking. And it's cool. But we understand if we ever meet up under other circumstances, we gonna have to get down and fight, right?
It's like the Montagues and
What?
the Cap here.
Look, guess what? He was in that yard. And I remember seeing him later on. We was up at the movie theater and we was up there or whatever. And we was up at the movie theater, and that's also the time I almost got into the fight with the police because I'm walking through a crowd and the niggas is fighting and shit, right? The guy who I'm talking about, he's out there. He's standing with two other dudes. I'm walking up and I'm holding my oldest son's, his mom. I'm holding her hand. I'm walking through. He sees me. He kind of look at me. I throw him. I smirk at him, and he moves out the way and he taps his homeboy like, "All right, get out his way." And I walk through him and stuff. But it was just this odd little weird thing and shit. But
Yeah.
he's devilish. I didn't really trust him like that. But
You know some funny shit. You just reminded me of some funny shit that happened to me in high school. I went to the bathroom and I'm taking a shit and I hear a bunch of people walk in the bathroom, right? Like a gang of motherfuckers. These niggas fighting. These niggas in there out there fighting. So of course I missed the whole fight. But I'm in there shitting. And I'm like, I'm trying to look under the stall to see people feet. and, and one of the niggas as we fight, bro, as they fight, one of the niggas like, yeah, whoever in that bathroom, that nigga stink. Like, nigga, y'all came in
I
here.
just
What the
gotta say
fuck?
this. I just got to say this. Thank y'all for being fucking real. I love hanging out with you. There ain't nobody else on this fucking app that I can like sit here and talk about all this crazy ass shit I done seen when I was a kid, fucking done when I was a kid. They all look at me like I'm some. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm pale white like a motherfucker, dude. But yeah, no. Thug life is a thug life, motherfuckers. And thank y'all for being thugs and being
I'm not.
real.
I'm
Love
not the.
You're
that.
You
funny
you
as
welcome
shit.
to.
I can't relate with half
Welcome.
the 90% of these motherfuckers. I just can't relate. They ain't seen shit, you know.
Wait, I
You
gotta
haven't
know.
lived until you've had ammonia crack.
What's the bad thing that y'all done as a kid? Like the worst thing y'all was being bad that you did as a kid?
Broke into the plug's house
Okay, wait,
with
wait.
with some
Let me not
choppers.
say bad. Let me say, what have you done that if your mother knew or your father knew would have gave him a heart attack?
Mm.
breaking into houses, breaking into cars, um, hit this girl in the head with a brick.
Whoa,
Um,
see, you don't say that. Don't, you gotta tell about that. Keep that one to
yeah.
yourself, G. That's okay.
It's I got two different
Allegedly, that was that movie. He's like, okay, yeah, that one
I got
movie.
two different answers though, Kelly, because like my pops damn near know everything. But my mama don't know a lot of shit. But I ain't gonna lie. And people don't like to call it this, but I'm gonna keep it 100. Shit. Statutory rape. There was a lot of
Oh,
statutory
you,
rape going.
Chomo. Oh my.
I was fucking a lot of grown bitches when I was in high school. Like these bitches 20,
You're like
like my
20, 30
age.
years old, just straight
But
fucking
that's
up
not
on that
bad
Yeah,
on
shot,
yeah, you was
you.
getting
That's
raped. Don't
not
motherfucker.
say,
bad on
don't, yeah, don't
them.
But
say.
it ain't,
Yeah, I
it
know. I'm
ain't
just
no
saying
statutory rape.
that
It
would
ain't no
give my
statutory rape because you're a dude. You wanted it.
Whoa,
that
whoa,
would
whoa,
give
whoa,
my
The
whoa,
girls wanted it too. Same things. It's just taking advantage of
whoa,
right.
whoa,
innocence.
whoa, whoa.
That would give my mama a heart attack for sure. She'd be like, because
Hold
my
on,
mom,
let's not
first of
go
all,
too far down this rabbit
my
hole.
mama would say who. She gonna want to know who. My mama probably try to beat one of them ladies' ass today if I told her who the fuck it was.
100%. As a mother, I agree. Or the dumbest shit, or that I know that it definitely gave my parents a heart attack. We used to outrun the train. I'm from New York, and the 5 train was there.
Oh no.
And we used to skip over the third rail to not touch the third rail. We would outrun the train. Fun times, but I know my parents would have died if they knew we was doing
What
that.
is the
That
third
is
rail?
hilarious.
The live wire.
Oh, that's the live wire, dog. That's what runs everything. You hit that
You
third
out of
rail,
here.
you might as well fucking
Fried
kiss your
chicken.
fucking ass goodbye, motherfucker.
How you know if it's the
I'm
third
from LA
rail?
and I know
Is it
about the third rail, motherfucker. Where are
It
you
has a
from?
layer of wood on top of it so that, yeah, that's how you know it's the third rail. But yeah, that was
uh,
great times. And we used to go to the.
well, safe to say I didn't outrun the train. So that,
Well, I made it, y'all.
And you really didn't live.
what else you do,
We made
Kelly?
it.
Come on.
Uh,
I know another one of Kelly's stories. Let me see if she's gonna say it now. Okay.
okay, wait. So this was just bad, but my brother used to, all of us. I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to put it on him. Used to go to the pet store and get a bunch of mice, and then we would take the train and wait till the car got packed. And my brother was staying, and we would stay on each side of the doors. And then he would let all the mice free in the train car, and then we would run and hold the doors, and then people
Oh,
would be stuck in there with mice.
diabolical.
We was
See, I
bad.
told you I knew that one. I tell you. See.
It was fun. It was fun. What did y'all do that was fun?
Diabolical,
I used to go to
Kelly.
the strip club when I was 16. My older cousin was like, he with me, fuck that shit. He was like, all right. I was in that bitch like, wow.
What about you, Diabolical?
Mm.
You got some stories. T got some stories.
Yeah, I told you like oh man.
Wait, what story did you think I was
I
gonna say? The throwing shit out the window?
the dropping rocks and shit. Yeah.
Kelly's got stories.
I thought you was gonna say that one. Cause then you was like when you said when you thought about it, like, oh my God, we could have
We
killed
could have
somebody.
killed
Like
Hey,
people.
I lied on my homie, and his mama believed me. It was about to whoop his.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yo, I said,
You snitched early, nigga?
bro, the lie was so fucking stupid. I don't know why she believed me. Gang. And to this day, I'm like, damn, what the fuck? He never told me. But I'm like, what the fuck did you do to make your mama believe that that shit was true? Because I said that this nigga Dookie is a paper towel and threw it outside, and she believed me. So I'm like, so she was finna whoop his ass. Cause she like, you did that shit. You did that nasty shit, you nasty motherfucker. She cussing him out, right?
You probably nasty nigga for real.
oh man. I
Yo,
got
so so it got to the point where I had to tell her like, I'm like, it's a joke. I'm playing. Like how he didn't do that shit. I'm playing. But I'm like, what the fuck did you do to make her believe me, bro? Cause she believed that dumb ass shit.
I think I lied on my granddad. I ordered porn. I used to order porn videos on the cable, and when I would order the porn videos, my granddad came to me one day. He drove all the way to my mom's house. He said, "Man, stop ordering them damn videos, man. Your grandma think it's me."
That's
He
funny.
said, "You ordering some shit I wouldn't even want to
Right.
look at." He said, "You ordering shit I don't even want to look at. Like, come
Hey,
on,
Order
man,
that
diabolical.
stop
weak
doing
ass shit. Order that weak ass shit. Keep the good shit,
Diabolical.
at least, nigga. Shit.
Hey,
He got mad because I used to record them on
oh,
tapes and
shit.
trade them for clothes.
One of my homies, my right hand man, right? He used to watch porn on the computer. And mind you, at the time, they picked his people. They only had one computer in the house, and they ain't know how to clear the history. So
Oh yeah, you fucked up.
his mama would accuse his stepdad of it all the
Oh, you gonna
time,
cause
right?
divorce and
And
shit.
his stepdad, like, cause she couldn't believe that her son was watching this shit. So she would accuse his stepdad all the time. But he was like, he swore up and down, he like, I ain't never watched no fucking porn. Like they getting they getting into full arguments about this shit.
I remember.
It wasn't till we was fucking 22 years old, cause I was there when he told the truth. It wasn't till we was 22. Mind you, this shit was happening when this nigga was in like fourth grade. It wasn't until he was 22 this nigga finally admitted it was him. And his mama was sitting there like, I am so sorry. Because all them years I was blaming
Man, I
Vegas.
cursed you and shit.
Oh, fucking
In Jesus'
crying.
name, I cursed you. Cause yeah, it's fucked up.
Yo, that shit was funny as shit. And I'm telling them, I'm
Yo,
like, damn, okay, you ain't say nothing till now. Why you ain't never say nothing, bro?
yep. T, my mom was really like, man, he loved going to his grandma's house on the weekends, man. I had to go over there and record that. I was recording it on VHS, right? And then I was trading them for clothes and stuff, man. But my granddad, he came over there, man. He was mad. I was like, man, you got to believe it. Ain't nobody gonna believe you. Ain't gonna believe me. You know what I mean?
stop, stop, stop wearing that free shit on my TV.
Now we can't
Oh,
fucking
shit.
soft porn shit, nigga.
Nigga, I'm recording I'm ordering like two videos a weekend, man. I'm recording them things, man. I said I gotta get me some clothes, man. I'm trading them things out for clothes, man. Cause back then, like at that time, you really wasn't like you had to really pay for subscriptions or something like that to have it on like a computer and stuff like that, man. So if I had it on tape, people really wanted it. You know what I mean? So
I don't know what brands of clothes them niggas traded you for, bro. But
Right.
when I think about how many pieces, like vintage pieces that I own, that's worth like some crazy money, I know them niggas probably feel stupid as shit. They like, man, I gave this shit up to see some titties, bro.
Yeah, man. It be anything. It could be jabos, polos, duckhead. It could be anything, man. Just any whatever was fly at the time was when nobody like, oh, let me get that. Or this go with the shoes I just got and stuff. Sometimes I go up to the mall buy the last pair of jabos because I know like the tall niggas like, but I be like, I got them. You know what I'm saying? And I would just buy them just to. And that one pair of pants, you know, get you money, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? That's what we just trading stuff. And we were serious about it. One time, oh my God, one time this one dude up the street kept the tape. We showed up 15 deep to his house to beat his ass. Like, yo, we need our tape. We need that tape back, player.
Hell, y'all was serious about them titties, man.
He was, man. Like, yo, you need that tape back, dog. We gonna keep that now. My
I got my
granddaddy at
ass
the house
beat.
getting yelled at about that.
I remember getting my ass beat over a VHS tape. I didn't know no better though, but we was, we was sitting down to watch my brother's like whole birth video, all of this stuff as a family. And it started out, everything was cool, and then it goes. I forgot the show, but let's just say it was like Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and it was like you recorded over your brother's birth video. They tore my ass up, bro.
Hell no.
But yo, Kelly, people don't know that pain, bro, because that was like a real thing people used to do, record over
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you never know what happened.
You have to put the piece of tape over that little square that was missing in the top. Hmm.
Yeah, even yeah, because then remember too, even we used to stuff or do that with the cassette tape or stuff it. Like, so if the radio was gonna be playing like the top 10 list or whatever, and you would record songs off the radio and stuff
You're
like that.
sitting there all peek, peek. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta sit by the radio all damn day.
Life was hard back then, man. We had to watch MTV for the fucking shit and BET and in whatever order they played the shit in, and we had to deal with it. And that
See, I
Yeah,
ain't
sucked.
gonna lie.
they had a box.
Being able to see like I feel like I grew up in like such a golden era being the age I am because I got to see both things. Like I got to see both things transpire. Like I got to see the shift of things changing from that to that. Cause I remember shit being a kid, Y2K, and like fucking motherfuckers recording like my cousin sitting up to the TV recording the music video and then being like, yeah, so call me after the tone, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, like doing that, like doing the voice, the like the playing the music and the fucking the voicemail. That shit was crazy. Like I remember that
Okay.
shit. Like I remember
Like,
Okay.
seeing my
yeah,
older
I'm gonna
cousins
take
To
this
do
get
that
call right
shit.
now, but leave a
to
message and
get
I'll be
the
right back
warm
after the
fuzzy
That
beep.
was
feeling
good
from
stuff.
HBO.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Nelly will be playing or something,
Turn
and
the
then they'll
music
back
up.
away from the screen.
Who still
Remember
gets a
that
warm
clown
fuzzy
shit?
from the HBO freaking theme song? Dun, 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 dun.
Remember that clown shit we used to do when we'd be like, "Hello." Nah, I'm just playing. Leave a message. Remember that?
Well, I can't hear you. What's saying?
Hey, I know some
Hell
people that
no,
still do that shit, bro.
no, bro, that shit used to
But you
be
know what?
funny as shit.
That's what get on my nerves though. Serious. Sometimes it get on my nerve when people say, "Man, remember back in the day," and I'm like, "Nigga, I ain't going back to dial up. I don't care what you say. I ain't going back that far.
Going back that
It
far.
ain't gonna happen."
Yo, that shit used to sound fucking terrifying. Bam, 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 bam.
Bro,
I used to be so scared, bro.
it used to take 3 people to move a desktop computer, man. Come on. I'm not going back. I'm not.
Just the monitor.
With the stack and the modem and all that shit. God damn.
Yo, how did we survive back in the day with no cell phones? Like, what would happen if you broke down or something? Like, what the fuck could people
You had to
do
be
back
smart,
They
then?
goddamn
had
it.
pay.
Yeah.
You
Shit,
had pay.
There were
You had
payphones.
pay
There were
phones.
payphones
You
You
had
back
to
had
then.
think.
pay
man. I
Not on the
was
phones on the
highway.
You
corner. Oh,
had to be able to think, goddamn it.
no, not on the highway. No,
I
no.
Somebody would
felt
You
stop
so.
for
gotta
you
take
in
a
hot.
hike.
You're hoofing it till you found something.
Yeah,
I ain't
like
gonna lie, Kelly. Kelly, I
you
felt
Sticking
so
out your
survived,
cool.
nigga.
thumb.
I felt so cool when my moment came to like Do my little cousins how my older cousins did me? Because one of my little cousins was like, "What did y'all do before y'all had?" You like, "What did y'all do before y'all had Apple Music?" I said, "Nigga, we had LimeWire, nigga." I felt cool as hell saying this shit.
Oh yeah, we did
I like,
have
nigga, we had
LimeWire.
LimeWire
LimeWire,
and
nigga.
BearShare. Remember BearShare?
Hey, I remember all that shit.
Good times.
And when I was in high school, the early years of high school, he was like, so y'all just had all these other apps. I'm like, man, you'll never remember, you'll never have thatpiff.com, nigga. You don't know what that's like.
That bit-
I wish they still had that shit, bro.
I
Oh my
love that
god, that
piff.
piff was fucking goated.
It was.
they had us feeling so cool because we was up on the music that other people didn't know. But it's like, how did you
Hell
know
yeah,
that?
and all of Wayne shit was on there. All of Wayne shit was on there.
I still miss my MP3 player. Yo, I felt like I was the shit. Yo, I wish they would bring them motherfuckers back. Just make it like Bluetooth. Man, I
Yo,
love
I
my
miss my
MP3
disc
player.
man. Don't give me no shit.
Man,
It,
you see Apple
the
talking
only
about
thing about
making
the
an
disc,
iPod.
man, the only thing about the disc, man, is like if you barely bump it, you know it
You
skip.
gotta get a
Like with the
good one,
MP3
man. You
player.
gotta get the non-skip fucking disc man,
The
bro.
disc man. Wow, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, who remembers? Okay, back then, if you got a car, this would be embarrassing. You got your car, but you ain't put the CD player in it. But you got the cassette to CD player, and you riding
Yep.
trying to look cool. You ride in front of somebody, you hit a bump, and the music cut off for a minute, and you like,
Diabolical. I still remember cars with 8-track players in them.
Damn.
oh damn,
I'm a little
Yeah, the
older.
little cassettes that you pushed in, the little cord came out, freaking you plugged it into your disc
They
man.
weren't little. They were
Yeah. That's
boxes.
what's
They were
up.
8-track. 8-tracks were
Oh
huge.
man, that's so I got reel to reels and a tracks, dog.
You got real reels. You're older than me.
Man, I
Wait, I
felt
gotta tell
so.
y'all my most embarrassing story fucking ever. This was around the time that cell phones like first came out, and my dad had a cell phone, and I was like, "Dad, please, I'm going downtown. Please let me use your phone." And he's like, "Fuck it, you can take it with you." I was like, "Oh shit, I'm lit, right?" So I get dressed up all pretty and stuff. I get on the train, and I'm like, I'm about to stunt, right? So I pull out the phone. I'm like, "Hello." I'm like, yeah, Dad, you know, all these motherfuckers on the train just staring at me, hating because they grown adults and I'm a kid with a phone, you feel me? And I'm just going off doing my thing, right? And then I'm feeling so fucking amazing. And then I get above ground and I legit called my dad. I was like, Dad, you should have seen everybody was hating on me. They were staring at me because they poor, they can't have a cell phone. He was like, no, they were staring at you because they know you was talking to yourself because ain't no service underground. I was like, oh shit.
yeah. So you was really pretending like you was
I was
talking?
pretending the whole time.
Yo, my God.
Hey,
That's
nah. I tried to get out of a conversation with somebody. This happened. This happened not that long ago. This was recent. I tried to get out of a conversation with somebody. I said, damn, my phone buzzing, bro. Hold on. And I got to walking away, and that bitch started ringing for real. I was like,
Motherfucker need to put that shit on silent.
damn.
Have y'all ever got caught in a lie? Y'all got any caught in a lie stories? Funny, embarrassing?
Hell yeah.
Share
I lied to my mama one time, telling her I was somewhere I wasn't. My dumb ass forgot that at that time we all on the fucking family plan for Apple. So she could see my location. Like she could see on the find my iPhone, she could see where I'm at. I'm telling my mama like, so you said you was downtown with your friends. I said, yeah. I said, yeah, I'm downtown right now. You don't hear all the cars. Woo, woo, woo. My mama like, nigga, you said downtown. When you said downtown, I thought you meant downtown Chicago. I said, I am in Chicago. She said, nigga, you in Detroit. I said, no, I ain't. Bro, my mama got
Damn.
the tweaking. She was like, bring your motherfucking ass back. So I'm tweaking, right? I'm like, Ma. I'm like, damn, mind you.
What
I
superhuman
didn't
power does she got, right?
because you gotta understand, like at that time, we used to go to Detroit to pick up because it was for the low out there, and then we can come out
Yeah,
here and
you
sell
see,
it
this is
higher.
why I'm freaking glad I grew up without cell phones because my mama wasn't tracking anything I was fucking doing. I would have been in deep shit if my mama was tracking anything I was doing.
Man, I was like, soon as she said that shit, my heart dropped to my ass. I go to my homie Joey. I'm like, bro, my mama know I'm out here, bro. He like, how? I'm like, bro, she know I'm out here, gang. We gotta go back. He like, nigga, you gotta go back. I'm like, how the fuck I'm gonna get back? You drove, nigga. I ain't got no fucking license, bitch. I was
You didn't want
tweaking.
to tell him that she had your location.
But
My homie
I
Joey
did stay solid to my homie though, cause they mamas, like my mama and his mama know each other. She was like, who you with? I said, I'm just with some people. I did not